And you here for an arraignment?
Okay. Testing, testing, testing,
Who is?
testing. Okay, there we go.
What's up? You sound familiar.
Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those people? What the?
James.
Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those creepers?
You want me to get into it?
All right,
I mean, that dope. You ain't gonna go to
all
jail
right.
yet.
If
Why
you
don't you
are
go
here
sign
for
it?
an arraignment, please enter. Please see Troublefield at the in the middle
You here for
aisle,
an
and
arraignment?
make sure you are seated on the front row.
Your Honor, we don't have any. Neither one of them are here for an arraignment.
All right. Let's see who we have on this sheet here. I don't think there were any arrests in the city today. Actually, we do have a few here. What's today? The 13th?
Thir Yep, 13. I know
Right.
it gotta
So
be somebody got
it
their
would
ass
have been
arrested
Alex
today.
Cortez, Samir Hayes,
Zachary
ex.
Coy and Kay Montana.
Mm-hmm. So look
Well,
like
they
them four
yeah.
gonna have FTAs.
All right, so let's go ahead and get these FTAs issued. One for Alex Cortez is going down. Let's see. Today is 3/12. That is a no-show. The warrant is in effect. Samiri Hayes, also a no-show.
I guess they all at Thirsty Thursdays.
Tell me.
Ain't nobody at Thirsty Thursdays. Trust me. Nobody goes to the
Oh,
events. All right, let's
Hello?
see. Warrant
Hello?
is approved for Alex Cortez
Is this my
and
what?
Samir Hayes.
Yes. Yeah, that's mine.
Next up, we have
I didn't have no time. I did it
Zalori
out of a
Coy,
rush at the time.
also failed to appear.
I honestly forgot that it was up in there.
And we
Yeah,
have
true.
a warrant approved
Well,
for
just
him or her.
do me a favor and put it in the office.
And last but least, we have Kay
Okay.
Montana.
All right. Well, I'm
Now,
at
Kay
court, so
Montana,
if you're gonna
I
come up
think this
here,
is pending
you can
because
just come up here. But let me listen to what they're
I
talking
thought
about.
this
I gotta do
was.
this opening statement for
Wait a minute.
what you
I thought
call it.
this was
Okay.
an attempted murder charge. Hold on, let me pull up the MDT and see what we're looking at here. Attempted murder.
Is there an issue putting attempted murder and murder in the
Yeah,
MDT?
I don't know. I don't know why they're not doing that. I have no idea. For some reason, the MDT doesn't want to have the charge of attempted murder in it. But we're going to put this as continuous granted because he is automatically on a HUA. So it's not like he could. And he did tell the officers that he was unable to make it tonight. So he was told to make a ticket. Oh, well, I communicated to the officer to tell him to open his DOJ because he needs an attorney and a continuance. Attempted murder, you definitely gonna need you an attorney.
Facts. I don't know who did the report bank, but no evidence found in MDT. He got criminal use of a weapon. Where's the weapons? Felony possession of a weapon. Where's the weapon? Controlled substance. Evidence found? None.
Do you have any evidence?
It's not up here, so I would have to go search. And I don't like to search.
Well, if it's not where it's supposed to be, that means they ain't got no evidence. If I don't see evidence, I'm throwing it out.
MDT, it don't say nothing. I'm just saying.
Yep. That.
And
All right.
then the detail. Did you see the detailed report on somebody that tried to kill somebody? Look at the report.
See, you trying to have me. And why I pushed the button and the whole thing came up immediately. Like, yeah, bitch, read it. I'm gonna read this out loud. Whilst I'm already done with the report. He started out with whilst.
Facts. Facts.
Okay. Whilst I was patrolling Dunwood Road, I received a shots fired call,
Whilst.
which was right down the road on Marietta Boulevard. Upon arrival of the shots fired, I observed a black male in all black clothing, which was later identified as K Montana activity. What?
Exactly.
What is K
That's
Montana
it for the
activity?
activity.
What
Right.
does that mean?
What is K Montana
Right.
activity? What are we talking?
Right.
You know
I
what?
don't know.
Put a star next to this, please. Whoever takes this trial about to get a whole win because the police is wilding with this report. Absolutely
Let me
wild.
take them notes real quick just in case.
And so you two decided to leave at 10 o'clock when we supposed to be having court, the Monroes. What's going on?
What? We just decided to leave. I just got here from my international flight.
Who was that walking outside with JB when she decided to go and leave and take a shower at 10 o'clock? Was that not you?
Yeah, I literally just landed, and she said she wanted to go to the place.
Sir,
I didn't know we were starting already. I didn't know we were starting until I saw your sky.
Oh, Your Honor, if we can make time for Jordan Hayes tonight, he just turned himself in. You know, he had to work IRL.
all right. Yeah, we can
Your Honor, I do also have a motion to be heard in regard to the Jet criminal trial.
All right, well, you're going to have to wait. We was here gathered waiting for the meeting, and y'all left. I'm still
I
trying
didn't
to
know anything
understand
about
why.
me. I had literally just landed. I didn't know
Why
anything.
Is JB okay? Yeah.
I think she didn't eat.
Right, but y'all saw us standing in front of the building waiting, and y'all walked out. JB stopped and was like, I'm going home to take a shower. Last I checked, y'all was complaining because y'all didn't have a home.
Yeah, we got a shower in the gym.
No, I didn't know anything. I didn't even know anything about me.
Right, but 10 o'clock, we are here.
I understand. I apologize.
Your Honor, honestly, the storm just threw everything off. We're used to having a certain amount of time, when our planes land. So that was just a loss of track of time on my part.
All right, we are. Does he need an arraignment tonight, or is that some type of?
It's a motion.
No, not that, JB. I'm sorry. I'm talking Troublefield in regards to.
He was found. That's the one we did the criminal case for. He was found guilty on the trespassing, and he said we had to wait for the show to actually do the sentencing.
Right. Is he coming here?
He's coming here. He's trying to get his flight now, but he's off tonight, so he's trying to coordinate to see if we can do it tonight.
Okay, excellent. So what we'll do is we'll move ahead with the evidentiary hearings that we have, and maybe we can get ahead of some of this stuff since we don't have any arraignments this evening. yesterday we were supposed to do State versus Apollo Jet. A continuance was asked for and granted for that to be moved to today. Are you guys ready for this trial?
Yes, but there's also a motion to consider.
She can make sure you hear this motion.
Right, that's not what I asked. What I'm saying is, are we ready to begin this trial? So once we begin the trial, then we'll go through the process of motions and rules and things of that nature. But I'm not going to do that ahead of us starting the trial. If y'all are ready to go to do this today, we can, so that I can arrange stuff on the schedule right quick. Are you guys ready for this to begin this trial today?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. JB, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. Now, we also supposed to have an evidentiary hearing for State versus Grimes. I've instructed Blanco that she can go ahead and put a hold on this case, as it were. A warrant should be issued for the arrest of Mr. Grimes, particularly on a
That's not
failure
happening on
here.
the table
It
tonight.
needs to be held on a hut. So the DA, you've already issued a formal indictment against Mr. Grimes. He has failed to cooperate with the court. So go ahead and write up his warrant for his arrest. And if Blanco wants to continue to be his attorney, she can. But he's probably
And
should
don't.
speak with her.
She said, "And don't."
Independence.
So Grimes, I'm removing. Well, I'm gonna just put a question mark on the date for his trial date. Still in pre-trial. Okay. We have pre-trial.
Trouble, you want to write that warrant real quick?
For
Apologize.
Dyer and Joe Hill. Are you guys ready to present your evidence for those two? And then we can get on with the main trial. For State versus Dyer, we have Monroe versus Hefner. Hefner, if you can come to the front. Both sides take their... Now, remember, this is just the evidentiary hearing. This is not a trial. This is where you show each other, you show what you got. If you have any objections to the evidence being presented, this is where you would do to see their IDs as they are in the courtroom. We're not asking.
Your IDs,
If you
please.
don't have an ID, go. If you don't want to leave, if you don't want to be, if you don't want to leave, if you don't want to be, if you are here, the four young men that just came in, please see either Hefner, Troublefield, or Monroe, and identify yourselves appropriately.
Yo, what's the word, brother?
Yo, my fault, brother. Nah, you good.
Shania. Shania.
All right, Vino Vega, gotcha. All right,
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, remember, this is a government building. Your identities are being recorded now. I want to say what's up to my TikTok family and TikTok. Okay, just allow me a little bit of time right here. All right. Let's go here. Turn that off. Come on up, Hefner. Monroe is already up. These who are here with us in the room,
I'm not looking
if
on
you
here.
guys can please join the live court in DOJ,
Okay.
JB and Blanco. JB, can you familiarize Blanco with how to get into the live court?
Mhm.
If any of you in the gallery, what you would do is go to DOJ Citizens Portal and be presented for this evidentiary hearing. This is the hearing for State versus Dyer. This is criminal proceedings. The DA is Ike Monroe, and the defense attorney is private lawyer Hefner. Now, State, since you filed the formal indictment, can you please take 30 seconds to give us your stance on this?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Am I echoing? I don't know, child.
Oh, no, 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 no. You're the. Yes. Okay, okay. So first.
Y'all can hear me?
Okay.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, now we can.
Yeah, I
Is you
can hear
Okay,
you.
I'm
talking?
checking
Yeah, I
because
can hear
she's
you.
talking in the courtroom, but she on mute.
Yeah, I don't hear nobody talking nowhere.
Okay, okay. I won't worry about it, but
About
my
to
job
us.
as
All
a
right, let's
listener
try
is that
something
if
else.
you do fail to turn yourself in, that makes you a fugitive and they can place warrants out
In a
for your arrest.
motherfucking way.
Oh, Your Honor, we can't hear you.
Bolos on all of your cars, affiliates, or loved ones, your spouses, or adult children, or show up to your job. They are able to see what y'all vote off in the attendance.
I hear you, yes.
Yes.
Everybody can hear? Okay. All right, looks like okay, looks like we're good. No worries. I'll
POV of what happened on that day.
All right. I guess we can look at it. I'm about to look at body cam footage number, what is this, number two? What is this, number two? Part two? To watch these in so that way. Wait, I don't have body, okay, I see it. Shit. All right, I'm gonna.
That's when you're back.
Dude, what's your custody? Like that's what I'm saying, bro.
Stop
Y'all
running,
ain't
bro.
doing anything, bro.
In custody. That initially took off, I believe. Stop moving around. What's your name?
My name Daniel, bro.
So you got Max's EBD card, but your name's Daniel.
All right, we just finished looking at body cam. Now we're moving to body cam 2, part 2.
Yeah.
Just for
It
the
just
record,
shows
body cam, body he's taking cam, off on and foot. body cam He's got are dirt really the bike here. same video, from what I'm seeing.
smack it.
It's out.
No, yeah, I think I posted it
Dirt
twice.
bike's been tased, so
I
run on
think
foot,
this
so
part
black
one,
red
part
or
two.
purple.
This is 2 parts. Part of the dirt bike here. Come on, get your ass up.
Damn.
Don't move. Don't get on that bike.
He just ran me over.
It's clear. Give me tase again. Stop running, bro. You're gonna get hit. He's just still running even after the taser. He's back on the dirt bike.
Fuck.
My taser wouldn't work. Grab her, grab her.
Alright.
Took a left.
Congrats. Now you're going to
Over there
jail.
with the lady in the wheelchair.
Appreciate you.
Oh,
Code for that.
Hey JB. Hey Boogie.
No half. Body cam part 3 is a
I'm gonna
separate
know.
video.
Anything come to court, don't you?
Ain't nobody said that about your mammy.
I don't know. For me, it was showing the same one as body cam.
You have an article and no, that was no. It's a separate video.
Body cam 2 is showing the arrest of the young woman and what was on her
Correct.
person.
See if he did put anything in the car. Go ahead. Second article. Oh no. I see what Hill's saying. It was a different part. No, body cam 3 is body cam 1.
Okay, so we're just looking at. So we're not watching body cam part 3. Body cam part 3 is the same as body cam.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I meant. Yeah,
Part
that's what I
one,
was saying.
right.
Yeah.
All right,
3 and 1
perfect.
are the same.
All right. So have we reviewed the evidence? Is there any, do you object to any of these being entered into evidence? And if so, why?
Give me 1 second. I would like to object to lack of foundation. Um, I don't see anything in the case like to the leading up to the arrest. This is only showing the arrest. It's not showing any thing prior to. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I put in paperwork. I don't know if I'm supposed to present this in the hearing today, but I'll just say it for the record. I have put in a subpoena to get a release of the body cam footage of everything prior to, during, and after the arrest was made. So that does include anything that led up to the arrest, the chase of him, quote unquote, eluding.
Now, right.
And
So before you continue,
okay.
so with the pieces of evidence we just saw, is there any objection to those two pieces of evidence being entered into trial? Specifically, what we just watched. And then we'll address your other concerns.
Not at this moment, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. Now, the argument you had in regards to what this showed is something that you would present in court as a part of your argument. So we'll hold that for then. As to the footage, you are definitely can request that from GSP. Did you go into their threads and request their body cam footage for before and after?
No, I haven't yet. I just put the subpoena in my discovery.
Okay. That subpoena is approved. You have a member of GSP here now that you can speak with. Sir, can you hear me?
I think he daydreamed.
Take that link and put it on the main page and the main.
Citizen. Give me 1 second.
The defense with the link to the folder that. Okay, Hef, you can proceed.
Okay. So today I'm coming to you all Your Honor and people of the court. I'm coming to you all today to show some of the evidence that I have on my side for my client of what happened on the day of the incident. He is stating that he was basically told unlawful orders. He got into he was chased for no reason, and stated that all of this started out of nowhere. This is why I also requested some of the footage from the officers. But on my end, I'm going to show the footage that I have today of the time of the arrest. Starting with video 1. I'm playing it now.
This is like watching the OJ trial, OJ chase.
Not a-
No, he did. Oh, damn.
All right. So within this first clip, just to give a little backstory, my client leading up to the chase, and like I said, it's kind of fuzzy. We don't have the body cam of the officers at the moment, but my client states that he was targeted unlawfully. There was no reason to step out of the vehicle. By his civil rights, he is allowed to that if he has not committed of any crime of that moment. Um, so out of fear, my client fled. I'm not necessarily saying that that is right, but in this state of in the city of Atlanta, we GSP definitely has a name. They've made a name for themselves in the city, and not in a good presence.
Lord.
So it's only right that some of our fine citizens of this city are quite frankly afraid of GSP. I mean, we've been in this courtroom long enough, and we've heard more than enough, of that. So
Mm.
I'm going to move on to the second video. Um, this is Max Dyer's body cam footage of, I want to say, I guess the POV on his side from the footage that Monroe had presented.
Right. Okay. All right. TikTokonia, we're moving over. Oh, and before you play, TikTokonia wants to extend its hellos to our winged beauty succubuses in the building. TikTokonia says hello to you, to you guys.
Hey y'all.
All right. Can you start that again for us, Have?
Hi.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, can you all see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
if you want to stop doing something without standing up, just take your phone out and put it back.
Thank you. I appreciate that
Yeah.
tip.
Damn.
Okay, so my client, wait, let me pause this right quick. So in the video so far, and I'll continue the rest of the video. As you can see, the client was detained. He was in handcuffs. I think he opposed no threat at this point, other than him, I can't even say running, more of a jog.
Nah, he was running. He was
Nah,
making it harder for the police.
making it harder. I don't think that serves for him to be hit upside the head with a billy club.
Can you
But
do me a favor, Have? Can you start this back from the beginning? I think
okay.
that on my side it was moving weird, and I don't think our our
Okay.
other jury members saw it either.
Okay.
I want to fully understand what I'm watching here. So this is him pulling up to the scene where he sees the
Yes.
girl being
Correct.
detained. So he was just driving past, saw her being detained, and went back to quote unquote see what was happening. Right? Am I correct?
Yes.
No, Your Honor.
No. Okay.
is what happened.
How did he get this?
Was the police looking for him prior to him
Get your bitch ass on.
going back to see what was happening with the young lady?
Fuck ass
I
on.
just want to be clear what I'm watching.
Fuck up then, gang. Your
Um,
bitch.
No, they do not.
hold on,
Wait
give
a
me one
minute. Why
second.
is they fighting the court?
Who's fighting?
They
Uh
fighting the court. What the
Hey, Tempest, can we,
hell?
we do something?
Somebody do something?
oh.
Who is fighting?
You don't see these people fighting?
Yeah, they scrapping. He could
Like
jump
four
in the
niggas over here.
All right, here's what we're going to do. If we can lock that back door, and let's do this again.
Freeze.
I'm going to need an ID check on everybody in this room.
Please do, cause what?
I just
Lock the door. Don't run out now, sis. Purple in the purple. It's over. Purple and black, come on back. Purple and black, come on back.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
we ain't
not
about to
me.
have another
Purple and
one.
black, come on back. Purple and black, come on
how did
back.
that guy
That door
get
will
his
not be
get
opened.
that
Can
footage?
somebody unlock the door?
DA, that door will not be unlocked until we know who everybody is in this room. DA, can you please check the state IDs of everyone here?
Boy, naked.
There's no shirt on the zero GoPro.
Please go to that back room where that door is, and somebody please check who is in that hallway and get their IDs.
Yeah, apparently Cartiers have.
And if they're popping their heads, please make sure you have that ID number
They both.
and record it.
I can get it.
I'm done with having shenanigans in this courtroom. Again, you act up in here, I'm taxing that ass. I'm hitting that bank account immediately and I'm holding you in contempt and you will be arrested.
Wait, is it contempt?
This is a
I only
federal
got one of those
building.
numbers.
Everybody coming in this building must be identified and you are subject to search. If you get too rowdy, yes, I'm going through the pockets. So I would advise everyone to maintain your dignity. Thank you. All right. Have my apologies. Let's continue.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have a question.
Also, at the time of the detainment, I would like to state that my client was not. Hold on, give me one second. He was not read his Miranda rights at the time of the arrest.
I'm looking at a scene where it looks like he's being read his Miranda rights.
He was not. I mean, I'll
That was
just
not
let
it?
the.
Okay. I'm just asking questions. Okay. Remember, this is not the trial part. We're just looking at the evidence and being clear about what we're seeing. That's it. No judgment is being passed on anything here.
Your Honor, are we allowed to object to evidence?
No, you're not, sir. You would have to speak with the DA, who is who's serving as the defense for for GSP. And at this juncture, he can only motion for evidence to be removed from the trial completely, not argue certain points of evidence. That's done at trial. Does that help?
It helps greatly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and then the last video is just really like an extension of the arrest.
Okay, let's go ahead and watch that.
This video footage is just an extension of the arrest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Same guy.
He's speeding at 118, refused to pull over. We then pull him over. He's got a gun in the car. He gets away on a dirt bike after being tased how many times? Comes back to go get his gun. Gets caught. And now he's mad? What the fuck is this court case?
And this young woman was also arrested at the same time.
Yes, she was. I believe she had her day in court. She had her day in court already. Pled guilty to her charges.
Okay, got you. R3D, there is no sound on these clips. It's being shown through the Discord app, so it's not going to relay the sound over.
Oh,
But
okay.
we'll
Okay.
we'll have the sound at trial.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I was just letting TikTok Onia know what was happening with the visuals we're seeing right now. That's why I'm asking the questions, because we can't hear the dialogue.
Okay. Well.
Okay. DA, do you have any objections to any of the evidence that we've seen thus far being presented during trial?
No objections. Just ready to argue against it in a trial.
Okay. Are there any motions that need to be presented before we head into trial? Or would you prefer additional motions be heard at top of trial? No additional motions?
Prosecution has no more motions.
Excellent. So we can get right into it. All right, so this trial will take place tomorrow. Let's look at the schedule.
I'll be out of the city.
Oh, that's right. Thursday, Friday. And I doubt we'll be able to go into trial with this today. All right, so let's put this to Monday. This is now indicated as ready for trial. This trial will be happening on Monday. Somebody give me the date for Monday. What's that, the 16th?
That should be the 17th.
The 17th. Okay. All right. State versus Dwyer is calendared for March 17th.
It's Dyer.
Dyer. State versus Dyer is scheduled for March 17th, criminal trial, with D.A. Ike Monroe versus P.L. Hefner.
I'm not sure I'll find them, but I will be sitting second chair on this case, Your Honor.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, if I get found guilty of shooting this guy, by the way, and somehow I get arrested.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can go ahead and take a seat on the defense side with your defense counsel. Hefner, if you can show him where to sit for the evidentiary hearing.
Yeah, I need my client to sit. He's a little banged up.
I can see that.
Sit down, you let me know if you can
sit right
Mr. Hill, just so you're just the FYI of it all, this is the evidentiary hearing, which means yes, which means that right now they're just going to present the evidence for the trial that will be presented in trial, hopefully either tomorrow or the next day, and they get to object to anything, in trial. This is not the trial itself. This is where we look at the evidence that will be entered, and any motions that needs to be made will be decided upon here so that everyone knows the rules of the game. All right? Troublefield, are you ready to present your evidence?
I'm getting my videos together now, Your Honor.
All right. Anyone have any other questions before we begin?
Should I? Because I was unaware that you all couldn't hear the sound.
Oh no,
You all couldn't hear the sound.
we'll be able to hear the sound for trial. Not to worry.
Okay.
I'll tell you exactly what format to give it to me in, so that we can hear the sound. Usually it's the link. You just put it in the chat, and I just play it for us from there.
Yeah, and I have the links provided in my discovery forms. Like I said, I just was unaware when I was sharing it. You all didn't hear anything.
Yeah, it's something that we have found out over the course of doing a couple of trials. So
Okay.
yeah, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
You know
Hold
how
on,
we
I
do.
actually,
We learn as we go. And who knows, next
I,
week it might be another solution for hearing things. It always changes.
I actually have a question, Your Honor.
How can I assist? How can
What
I
is an
help?
admissible way of gathering footage, like for an evidentiary hearing?
That is, it could be anything, a myriad of things. It could be 4K footage from the assailant, from the perpetrator, from the officers.
I'm saying, how would how would the assaulted, I guess in this case, get such footage?
They could have GoPros. They could have their own body cam footage. A lot of folks walk around with their
Nigga,
camera phones.
GoPro must be out of stock with the amount of
They
people that have them in
could.
this city.
Actually, you're absolutely right. Everyone, when you guys first came to us, I was very specific in telling you this is the most litigious city that you will ever be in. Why? Because we have all these citizens have been educated to a degree on their rights. They all know, both in the dream world and in here, they all know that they are to constantly record everything that they go through. Their eyes, as we call them, are always on. So eyes are legal. We call them eyes. Their eyes, their body cam, their own body cam footage, their GoPros, all of that, their camera phones. These citizens record everything.
They don't need like a physical device in order to record the evidence?
Each citizen has their own body cam. They have their own, just like you do.
Where is it?
They have their own
Yeah,
phones.
but mine's on my chest. I'm saying like, where's theirs?
Wherever they choose to put it, sir.
I see.
I can't tell you.
So I can record
For
myself
instance,
on
my body cam is in my pearls. I have a little camera in my pearls.
Oh.
You get me? It's not. I don't have to. That's just one of them, right?
Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Your Honor.
I have on. I keep my Meta
tell him to get the
Cartiers
camo
on.
jacket off,
I do
please.
not do the Meta Ray Bans.
Is it in the camo jacket?
Yeah. Why y'all think my glasses so thick?
Oh,
Right.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, Hefner.
So
I
GSP,
got
I
you.
think the thing to remember is always to know that you guys have your buddy cam, but also know that these residents here in Atlanta are very highly educated and they are always recording, especially when they come in contact, with you guys.
No, I was just confused because he was running around naked on a
I
dirt bike
believe
and
that the
he got the
officer
footage.
might be referring to the City of Atlanta's legal system section.
Oh, thank you,
6,
Troublefield, for I see what you're
Chapter
doing
2,
right now,
Article
putting
1.
that in order. Thank you. I was just about to ask the
Cool.
order of the videos.
All right, let me know when you guys are ready.
You know what? We're ready, Your Honor. We can start with the first video. If it's not in order, I will just paint the picture and trial.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so Troublefield, allow me a little bit of a second to get TikTok Onia and our other Onias together. Make sure that they have clear view of everything.
You should show like the build-up, maybe.
Okay, so Trouble, I am on the very first video at the top. I'm about to play that for everybody. Would you like to give us a little lead in? No, just play it?
Just play the videos.
Okay, is everybody, all right, everybody, the links are in your comments. Go ahead and watch. Once we're done watching here, I will let everyone know.
Okay. I'm playing mine now.
Yeah, I'm feeling a weapon on this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna have an article recovered.
Yeah, I got one as well. I got a TP9 Elite.
Well.
Oh, let me. Did you get a serial of those casings on the
I got all
Grove
the
Street
casings.
shooting previously, starting with 3800?
I can.
Hold on, I'll check 1 second.
Yeah, 3800 right here.
GSP, can I get a pickup?
I got 3800 for sure.
All right, so we just finished watching that first video. I'm moving on to the second video.
Yo!
Back up, drive away now.
Why did you aim the gun at me? Get your goofy
Drive
ass on.
away
Is
now.
you cool?
Drive away
Your ass
now.
look dumb as hell. I don't gotta drive nowhere, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? This is a free country, nigga. I can go wherever the fuck I want. Why the fuck y'all got my
Yo,
nigga
grab
in
this
the
blue car,
handcuffs?
get it out of here.
Yo, why y'all got my nigga? Don't make me crash
Alright, he's
out
gonna.
this bitch. Why y'all got my nephew in handcuffs? I'm in your business, bro. I'm talking.
Back.
I am talking, bro.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Wow.
Decoy, we got shots fired just under Georgia State Route 400 Muni Road. We got one male down. Hey, I'm up.
All right, I am on the third video.
Sir, real quick,
Oh,
at this
now
time,
you-
you have a right to remain
Now
silent.
you want to read my
Anything you
rights?
say
Oh,
can and will be
okay.
used
Sound
against you in
about
the
right.
court of law.
What's that?
You have right
Okay,
to an
now
attorney.
you want to open the
If you
door while
cannot
you
afford an
halfway through the
attorney,
sentence.
Wasn't this shit
the
like
state of
Okay.
Georgia will provide you with an attorney.
Both of these
Oh,
You understand these
shit.
rights that I've read them to
today
you?
have been
No,
Can you
I
hear
can
me
hear
again?
you. The windows
Sir.
was up.
like
Because I
At this
remember
point,
that
you have a
one.
right
This
to
was
remain
like-
silent.
this was
Anything
like
you say
USB
can and will be
phone
used against you in the
person,
court of
yeah.
law. You have right to an attorney. Cannot
Shit's
afford an
like
attorney.
40
The
weeks
state of
old.
Georgia will provide you with an
You're
attorney.
I can't
You
really
understand
hear
these
you,
rights that
bro.
I've
I
read them
can't
to
really
you?
hear you. You're wasting
Sir,
your
you have a
time.
right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney. You cannot afford an attorney. The state of Georgia will provide you with an attorney. You understand these rights as I've read them
I
to you?
can't really hear you, bro. You're kind of wasting your time.
How come you can't hear me?
I'm hard at hearing, bro. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all?
Get your bitch ass in the car and say it. Get
You
your
can't-
bitch ass in the car and say it.
You can't hear me at all?
No, I can't. Get your
Okay,
bitch
well,
ass
you
in the
just
car and say
responded to
it.
me, sir.
Okay, I am reading. I am moving on to the next video. Jesus.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Coming on, touching eastbound onto Route 400. Decamp. Driver's gonna be male, black, all black clothing, mask with red flag. He just jumped down.
Yeah, I got him right here. He's on the radio. Coming in front. He's gonna be hopping into the backyard.
Be advised, he's talking over radio. Possible.
Show me your hands, bro.
Damn.
Taser. You got cuffs? We got a motorcycle pulling up.
Want me to get on that motorcycle?
No, he's still running in handcuffs right now.
That's it. His ass with the fucking baton, bro.
That was good work. I didn't say anything wrong. Any of us
Yeah,
body
grabbed
cam,
it.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
know
even
that.
trolling either.
God, like that's the thing, bro. That shit was 3 weeks
Yo,
ago.
play out of here.
That's just old as fuck. Oh, that was good shit. Good job.
This is old as
Okay, we've watched all
shots fired.
of the
This
videos.
blue car and the initial boot. Like,
Okay. I would like to object for relevance on the last video that was in the
Yeah,
footage.
I don't know why. that's
My
even in
client
there.
was nowhere in that
No,
footage. That was
yeah,
not him.
she's not.
So I'm wanting to throw that out.
Yeah, I don't even.
Troublefields, how do you respond?
Didn't I actually? I can object
it's a
and she
context
said
one.
no.
It's relevant.
Troublefield?
No, it's just saying it. No, yeah, it's
At
relevant
second,
because
at
that
second
was
chair,
It's
that was-
I have a
that was-
response.
the second clip you posted.
Okay.
Your Honor, it will become relevant at trial. It was a multiple situation, and
His client was in violation of the crime scene law, which is the federal law from the White House. This evidence that he's talking about is just showing the basis of how this was a crime scene in the first place.
Okay.
Understood. I'll allow it.
Yeah, and I'll take back my objection.
Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. Is this all the evidence that the state has?
as far as video, yes, everything else. I have it ready to submit it. It's just upload.
Okay, got you. Just make sure that that is submitted and made available to you, the defense.
Will do.
The court decide on at this moment.
No,
State rests on its evidentiary side. Hefner, it is now your turn to present any evidence that you would like entered into trial to defend your
Okay.
client.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing as Troublefield. I'll go ahead and just put the videos in the chat.
Okay.
Let's see.
Once again, for those of you who are in the gallery, if you would like to see the evidence that we are looking at, feel free to join the live courtroom in the DOJ Citizen Portal. Once you enter the Citizen Portal, you'll see it. It says listen in. Just click that and you'll see everything that we see. These proceedings are open for everyone. in the public. All right, Hef, let me know when you're ready. Hey, Chief.
What's up, Jess? How you doing?
Always good to see you. TikTokonia says, hello, Chief. You know they love you. They say, our girl. I know, she's the flyest chief that ever was a fly chief. If ever was a chief that was fly, she's the flyest. Okay. All right, are we ready? Chief, the live courtroom is open. Folks are, if you want to look in on the evidentiary proceedings, you are more than welcome to.
Gotcha.
Is that Vega back there?
Nah, that's O'Brien.
Hey, O'Brien.
Okay. So I went ahead and posted the videos, and I also have his medical notes released by
All
our
right.
EMTs. The videos are in order, so you can watch them from beginning to end.
Oh, nice. Oh, wait a minute. Let me find out. We got X-rays. Okay, you came with it. All right, jury. We are going to an advisory team. We're going to watch these videos in order. Then we're going to take a look at these medical records. All right, hold on. Let me pull it up for you so you can see as well. There we go. All right, if y'all can't see it, let me know. Okay, here we go. We're back. All right, we're going to take a look at this first video.
TG5 shit, bro. TG5, bro. TG5. All right, bet. Hey, I'm about to be right back. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Come get me. I'm right here. Here, nigga.
Here we go. 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 Here we go.
TG5 shit, bro.
What the fuck?
Okay, Anchor. Oh my god. I'm here, bro.
Here we
Blue
go,
car.
gang.
I'm
Here we
here.
go,
Blue
gang.
car on TG5 block right now. All I see is a bike. I'm right here, bro. Where you at? Where you at? You on that bike?
We right here. Right here. Right here. Is you on the bike?
No, that's not him on the bike. He probably popped his head.
He probably get locked up. Do it. Where you at?
Where you at?
Where you at, money?
We here. Where you at, bitch?
You doing
Yell on the fucking radio,
Back
bitch.
up. Drive away now.
They about got him. Oh, they got him.
Drive away now.
Yo ass
Drive
nigga, I
away.
don't gotta drive nowhere, nigga.
Oh, they
Fuck
got
around you, nigga. This is free country, nigga. I can go wherever the fuck I want. Why the fuck y'all got my nephew in handcuffs? Yo, why y'all got my nephew in handcuffs, bro?
Pop your bitch
Don't
ass
make me
head.
crash out this bitch. Why y'all got my nephew in handcuffs? Stop aiming your gun at me, bro.
Oh,
I'm talking.
Oh, they aim.
I ain't talking, bro.
What the fuck?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Damn.
Under Georgia State Route 400 Muni Road. Go down. Hey, I'm opening this door.
Mm.
Good try to open this.
I guess the door somehow locked after I opened it. Now just back up.
Hey, you guys in the back of my car, right? Can one of you guys go and check on the vehicle? I haven't searched it yet. It's up on that off ramp there.
I can go ahead and do that.
Alright, but I appreciate it.
Clear the vehicle.
Your Honor, are you still on the first video?
Yes, we're still on the
Okay.
first video. We were
Okay.
just witnessing the officer went inside the car, the vehicle. Okay, just ended, and we're watching the second one.
Good shot opens. I guess the door somehow locked after I opened it.
Be advised, we have one on total.
Now just back up.
Hey, you guys in the back of my car, right? Can one of you guys go and check on the vehicle? I haven't searched it yet. It's up on that off ramp there.
I can go ahead and do that.
Alright, but I appreciate it.
I'll clear the vehicle. Hey, I'm feeling a weapon on this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna have an article recovered.
Bro, what?
Yeah, I got one as well. I got a TP9 Elite.
Narcotics as well.
Oh, let me. Did you get a serial off those casings on the
Yeah,
Grove
I got
Street
all the
shooting
casings.
previously, starting with 3800?
Okay. All right, we're moving on to the next clip.
Oh, how the fuck am I?
$8,150 bail today.
Wait, how much is the bail?
8,150.
Yo, bro. All right, wait, hold on. How do I owe fines of fucking $80,000, bro? I have never seen.
Well, that's for the judge
before.
to decide. That's
All right,
for
so
the
how are
judge.
you getting assault with a deadly weapon?
Are you asking for the
Hey,
definition?
type up.
No, I'm
type
saying,
up
like,
also, Turner, in the
why
description.
do I have
make sure you
assault
type
of
up
a-
that battery.
Why
Type
do
that
I have
battery
assault
up.
of a deadly weapon?
Well, then I can take the assault off in that
Yeah,
case.
take the assault off and type that battery up in there.
I never put my hands on nobody. How is it battery?
Right. It's attempted battery of an LEO with your vehicle, sir.
Attempted battery? I did.
Well, no,
wasn't
it's
trying
just
to run
battery
nobody
on
over.
a.
All right, it doesn't matter.
You're just looking
what
at
you're
battery
saying.
on a peace officer. So.
All right.
You said
it
I'm
doesn't matter
getting
what you're
battery on a
saying.
police officer?
On a peace officer, but yeah, same thing.
I didn't put my hands on nobody. I
No,
didn't try
battery.
to run
The
nobody
definition
over.
of battery is attempting to commit a violent injury.
Bro, why do you think I was trying to run you over, bro? Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Why were you there?
Because that's my nephew.
So why were you pulling up to save your nephew from the police?
That's irrelevant. I wasn't trying to
Do
run
you
you
think
over.
that
Why the
was the
fuck
right
would I
thing to
run
do?
y'all over? What?
Do you think that was the right thing to do for you to pull up onto a scene?
I
where your
pulled up and
nephew's being
asked,
chased
why
by
do y'all
the
have
Border
my
State
nephew
Patrol
in
and
handcuffs?
attempt to try and take him?
I didn't
Attempt to
attempt
intervene,
nothing.
an
How did I
attempt to
attempt?
obstruct the justice?
Bro,
Do
I
you
ain't
think that
gonna
was
lie.
a good
That's
idea
all
of you, sir?
hearsay. You have no facts
Do you
behind
think,
that.
do you think
That's
that
all
was a good idea
hearsay.
of you, sir?
That's
You
your
just
opinion, bro.
admitted that you
I
pulled
didn't
up for
admit
your
to
nephew.
nothing. I
You
didn't
just
admit
said
to
that.
nothing.
Didn't you guys just hear that he said that he pulled up for
I
his
didn't
nephew?
pull it up and
I
do
heard it.
nothing. I
Yeah,
pulled up and
right.
said, why do y'all have my nephew in handcuffs, bro?
Right. Why are you there, sir? You know, it's obstruction of justice unless you're two
It's not obstruction
buses
of justice
back.
to
I mean,
pull
a
up
bus,
on the
a
fucking
bus
street.
back.
I
Yes,
didn't
sir,
do
it
nothing.
is.
I
It is
didn't stop
obstruction
y'all
of
from
justice
doing
to pull
nothing.
up on the scene of
This is intense, y'all. This is intense. All right now we're looking at the patient's medical records.
Yes. So the patient's medical records. He was from the medical records that was given to my client and myself. under examination. He was shot in the. He had gunshot wounds to the lower back, uh, and also his hand. They had to. They had to go ahead and perform surgery in order to remove the bullets near his spine. Um, he also was prescribed some meds after the surgery. Um,
All right,
he
say less. We see it. We can save the rest
okay,
for trial.
okay, okay.
All right, the
And
DA,
then
is there any objection to the medical records and or any of these videos
Yes,
being
ma'am.
used for trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, which,
All right.
what's,
Okay, so we'll go to that last clip where they're in the jail cell. After they read his Miranda rights, any tactics that they use in the jail cell has no relevance. They could say his mama is a goat. Doesn't fucking matter. There's no bearing on anything that my officers did. They didn't do nothing wrong. So I would like to exclude that because that's their confidential tactics that they use.
I'm going to deny that. I'm going to allow it into evidence simply because it speaks to the experience of the plaintiff, which I believe might be a part of his defense.
Okay, cool. So since we want to go there, I want to exclude all medical records. This is not a civil trial. This is a criminal trial. We are here to prove that he was reckless endangerment, obstruction, disobeying a police officer, possession of a controlled substance, criminal possession of a weapon, possession of a stolen vehicle. Medical records from yesterday, when this arrest happened on the 2nd, has no bearing on any of the criminal matters that we see before the court today.
Again, it speaks to the plaintiff's defense strategy and it will be allowed.
That'll be for their civil suit. This is a criminal matter, Your Honor.
The defense has requested it be entered into evidence. You're not giving me enough of a reason to exclude it.
That's speaking on the experience of my client. I mean, look at him over there. He's obviously banged up. So I mean, I don't see how that's not allegedly the medical records show it.
Troublefield, there has to be a clear.
I would like to see the initial report of when he actually went to the hospital, not something they.
Okay, that's something to argue in trial.
I mean, we can argue that in trial. I'm not.
This
I
is
won't
a
say too much
mere
about it.
evidentiary hearing. Now, the reports, all the reports are in. He's able to use them in his as a part of his defense strategy. Are there any other objections?
Nope. I'm done, Your Honor. I'll eat them at the trial.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. Now, any other motions coming from your side on the defense side?
No motions at the time.
Do you have your defense, your witness list?
Yes, I do. That is provided in the discovery as well.
Excellent. Please make sure that you provide the prosecution a copy of your discovery file. Please provide them that link to that Google document, and everyone is well versed on everything.
Will do.
All right. Oh, TikTok on you. I'm so sorry. I left y'all with that visual. Hold on, babies. I'm coming. I thought I helped y'all out here. All right. This trial is scheduled for Saturday. What's today? Today is we're going into Friday. And I have a feeling Jet is going to go over. So let us, Joe Hill, your trial is scheduled for the 15th, March 15th. Is everybody okay with March 15th? Troublefield and Hefner. Saturday, March 15th, is that okay with both sides?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Ready for trial? All right, so on what has been calendared, State versus Hill, March 15th. Ready for trial. This is criminal proceedings. DA is DA Troublefield. Private attorney is PL Hefner of Hefner Law Group Services. And we will see you guys there. Check-in is at 9:30, Mr. Hill. Please be prompt.
The US clocks changed, so they're actually an hour ahead.
Okay. All right. And that is the next pretrial we have is State versus Banks, and we will tackle that one tomorrow. For now, let's prepare for who's doggy? Now, let's prepare for the trial of this evening. If both sides would take their seats, Mr. Hill, you are excused. We'll see you on Saturday.
Let me go ahead and help you up, brother.
Hefner, make sure that your
Appreciate you,
client,
Your Honor.
you got it, Mr. Hill. Make sure that your client handles your retainer fee before trial. That is very important, Mr. Hill. He will not be able to defend your honor if he is not retained.
He already handled the retainer fee.
Excellent. All right, you're free to go, sir.
All right, thank you.
See you Saturday. And Godspeed on your healing.
Appreciate you.
Okay, Monroe versus Monroe. Are you guys ready to begin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We are looking at the case of the State versus Hayes. Correct? I'm sorry, Jet. State versus Jet. We will begin with opening statements from Monroe, but first let me instruct the jury and my jury advisory team. All DOJ members who are not presenting, if you can please join the jury advisory. For those of you in Ticketockonia that are with us for the duration of this trial and will be participating in the jury, if you could please say, raise your hand or say yes. R3D, we have you. Pretty T, you are in. Passe, we have you. Harlem Rose, you are in. Edward Dean, I have you. Jose Angel, I have you. Stone Elisa, you are in. Zeus Enterprise, you are in. Anissa, you are in. Okay. All right, I think I got enough for tonight. Thank all of you for participating. If you see something or if you don't understand something, I will try to keep my eye on these comments here as much as possible. Moderators, you know who you are. If there's a way for you guys to keep track or tally of the voting system, go ahead and do what you need to do. Decide amongst yourself who's going to do that. You guys have access to the controls of the courtroom, of the Zoom, CCTV, or whatever we're going to call it. Okay? All right. Everybody is in the live courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And
Hef, now come on. I'm sorry, JB. Hef, please take your seat in the jury advisory side. All right, JB, I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
No worries, Your Honor. The defense has a motion in limine to consider before opening statements.
Indeed. Let's hear your motion. I'll open it up as well. Okay. All right, I'm ready.
So, Your Honor, I do assure you this is nothing similar to motions previously denied by this court. This is a motion of a completely different nature. Pursuant to our legal system, Section 2, Chapter 2, Article 4, Subsection A7, a motion in limine moves to preclude prejudicial evidence. So the reason that this evidence is is considered prejudicial in the defense's opinion is because my client was previously awarded by this court a civil damage amount of $106 due to be paid to him. And understandably, I would imagine that the troopers are quite upset about it. We find that it is very interesting timing that they pull up to an arrest and without any attempt or acknowledgement towards the Castle Doctrine or the Stand Your Ground Act and consider the possibility that my client may have been defending himself from an attack. They moved to arrest him and resorted to running him over with their car.
Oh.
And of course, we do find that under the Fourth Amendment, as well as the exclusionary rule granted in MAP v. Ohio 367 U.S. 643 1961, evidence prejudicial can be excluded. So, due to the nature of the crimes also outlined in Wong's Son, the United States 371 U.S. 471 1963. Whilst the defendant acknowledges that this case does not involve a traditional search, seizure, or fruit of the poisonous doctrine, does extend to the exclusionary rule that evidence derived from an illegal action, again, Wong's Son v. U.S., it must be excluded. So we motion that the body cameras of the Georgia State Patrol are the direct documentation of a categorical hate crime as outlined in OCGA 17103A11 and the Atlanta Police Department operating procedures, federal hate crimes law as outlined in the Hate Crimes Prevention Act of 2009, and the United States v. Matlock 415 164 177 of 1974. It is for these reasons and for these direct violations that the video evidence is clear documentation of a hate crime executed by Trooper Turner in retaliatory malicious intent to disable my client in retaliation for his successful lawsuit as granted previously by this court. So because his body cameras, as well as any other angles, is the direct video documentation of what legally is a hate crime, it must be precluded because it is a document of an illegal act.
Okay. Is there, I would like to hear a rebuttal, or is there an objection from counsel for GSP?
Everything that the everything that the defense counsel said is true, except in this case because there's, Your Honor, there's 200 citizens in here at any given point. There's no way for GSP to identify one single citizen as somebody that they have a vendetta on if they don't have an ankle monitor on them anyway to track them. Also, they didn't identify who he was. We have proof of this. They didn't even identify who he was until later on after they apprehended him. So there's no way that this could have even been set up as a hate crime.
All right.
So we rule that as an objection to the motion here.
I'm going to hold judgment on this, and for the time being, I'm going to allow it. If it is proven that this young man was targeted in any way, I am throwing this case out on its ass. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's begin. JB, you can go ahead and take your rightful place by the defendant. And Monroe, we will hear your opening statements. 1 minute.
one of my favorite songs in history is Bohemian Rhapsody, and Freddie Mercury couldn't have wrote any better words than the opening verse. It said, "Mama just killed a man." Because today we're going to talk about Apollo Jet, who killed a man. In our evidence, we showed Apollo Jet being approached by the police, and per the police's body cam, he was standing over a dead body. Later revealed to have his fingerprints and his bullet casings by this shot dead body. He runs from the police, and the defense has made egregious statements that the police ran him over. We again have proof that one, he ran into their car, but two, that they were trying to apprehend him in the safest way possible. No one wanted to hurt Mr. Jet in this pursuit. So we will prove today that Apollo Jet is guilty of every crime that he's been charged with today.
Thank you. All right. Balthazar Monroe, the floor is yours. You have 1 minute for your opening statement.
Do you have a drink? I have one before I die, please.
Your Honor, this is a court of law and order, as well as a little bit of shade.
Oh.
And, funny enough,
Thank you.
before Eminem's rap career took off, he actually won one of his first major rap beefs by throwing a little bit of healthy shade at himself before his opponent could, which is what I'm going to do here. I defended the state vigorously in this lawsuit, but sadly, this court ruled in favor of, at the time, plaintiff, which now is a defendant in this case. I was a little bit salty about it, and I would understand if the GSP was salty about it too. I do believe that because of their bias, they failed to exercise all angles of investigation. Yes, they definitely got the suspect angle down, but they didn't even consider the defense angle. Could my client have been defending himself? They locked their eyes, target locked, and they only saw him, they only pursued him to the extent of running him over with a car. I will prove that not only should all of these trumped up charges be nothing more than unlawful discharge, I will prove that this is not only a slanderous, but an egregious targeting of my client. Thank you.
Okay. Let's start with the state. State, you may call your first witness.
Check your emails if I can't keep you off the stand. Any questions?
The state would just like to call Mr. Jet to the stand.
Oh!
Your Honor, the defense reserves, the defendant reserves his right not to be a witness in his own trial. He accepts the liabilities of the lack of probative information his testimony could give, but pursuant to his civil rights, he prefers not to be called as a witness.
JB, Mr. Monroe has taken a book, a chapter out of your own book, and you're going to have to eat it. He will be treated as a hostile witness. Go sit. Nope. And stick your lip back in. And go ahead, sit down.
I'm fucking weak.
No. Mr. Jed, if you could please approach the stand. Mr. Jet,
Yo.
if you could please take the stand. You didn't think your husband learned from you, child? Mm-hmm. No, right here next to me. This chair on my right. On my right, the other right, the other right. Mm-hmm. Aw. Again, I love your dog. He looks just like my dog. We have the same dog. Yeah. Love the Dalmatians. Okay, Mr. Jet, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you, GTA gods.
I do.
All right. Mr. Monroe, you get to ask 4 questions.
All right. So, in your defense counsel's statement, she claims that you were not the murderer of a man. So my first question to you is just the simplest question: if you didn't murder this man, who did? Under oath.
Mr. Jet, if you could answer the question.
Yep, I'm here. Well, sir, pursuant to my civil rights, I'll only be answering by
You
and
gotta
through
go
my
on
counsel.
shout.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Well, sir, pursuant to my civil rights, I will only be answering by and through my counsel.
Wait, can he repeat that? I missed that. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Do you mean that you plead the fifth, sir?
I mean, pursuant to my civil rights, I will only be answering by and through counsel.
Sir, that doesn't work up here.
Except you just understand, yeah.
Yeah, you understand. So if you do not want to incriminate yourself, you can plead the fifth.
Your Honor, I do object. Pursuant to the civilian code, citizens do have an option to answer only by and through counsel. They have given legal power of attorney as well as full executive power of attorney to their clients to speak by, for, and as them, meaning that any question that my client legally passes over to counsel can be answered through and by me as if I were him, pursuant to his civil rights as outlined in the civilian code.
Maybe in a deposition, in the real world, or whatever. But here in GTA land, that is not acceptable. He can plead the fifth, or he can answer the question.
Damn.
Good try, though.
And I'll go ahead and say this isn't a related question, it's about someone else. So the fifth wouldn't even work here for you, sir. So
Sir, you're ordered to answer the question.
Okay. So to answer your question, sir, you asked me, if not me, who did, right? Correct?
Your Honor, permission to step closer so I can hear.
Yes, permission granted.
correct.
So
If you didn't, who did?
Okay. So as you can tell from all the evidence given from both sides, you can see that of course I was in a state of defense. So quite frankly, I wasn't really aware of much else that was going on, but what was happening between me and the government official attempting to arrest me.
Except your fingerprints were found on this man. But okay. So if you claim you didn't do anything wrong, why were you running from them on this skateboard? If I'm not doing anything wrong, police ask me a question, I'm just going to answer it like, hey, I'm clear. I'm going to let them clear me so I can go ahead and get the fuck on. But that's not what you did. You ran.
Well, as I was sitting in this courtroom today,
obviously, I observed other cases and seen remarks made by you and other people up here. And like you said, the GSP has definitely not painted the picture perfect, picture of who they are, and as government officials, as authority of the law. So yes, I feared for my life, honestly. Me being a young black man, uh, in a situation, we can say a sticky situation, in a situation where I felt fear from GSP instead of comfort and safety that they should be providing to the citizens of Atlanta.
The statement you made earlier was that you had no recollection of what happened to that man because your your business was only between you and the government official, correct? But your counsel also stated earlier in trial that this could have been self-defense. So, my question to you is, which is it? Which is the lie? Because only one can be the truth.
Your Honor, objection inflammatory and antagonistic to the highest order.
Overruled. You did say that.
He called my client a liar, Your Honor. My client is under oath. He legally can't lie.
Sir, can you answer the question as to the self-defense comment? That does seem to be an oxymoron there.
Ask the question again.
Ask it without calling him a liar, please.
Was this self-defense, or do you have no idea what happened to that man?
I would say,
Your
in the
Honor,
case. What were you saying, JB?
Don't. No. He is to answer the question.
Okay. So I would say in this case, of course, footage captured from my drone that follows me around all day long. You've seen the footage. We've all seen the footage. I would say that yes, in that situation, yes, I was concerned about me and the government official, but acts that happened in that event, I would say yes, were, if anything, self-defense.
Yet you don't know what happened to the man. Okay. I'm trying to make it make sense. So, my last question is, do you see how all of this, say you're innocent of all these charges, do you see how all of this created the visual that we brought before you today? That's my last question.
Objection, Your Honor, entrapping question. The question is designed to be answered in such a way that my client could potentially incriminate himself by his answer.
Sustained. Reword your question, counsel.
Do you see the danger in this situation from the point of view of the police officers that was created when they arrived on the scene?
I did see the danger in them hitting me off of my skateboard, yes.
That wasn't the question I asked.
You asked me if I seen danger.
Do you see the danger that the potential danger that police saw that could have been created by you, allegedly? Allegedly. I'm sorry. I'll use my right words. And why they conducted themselves in the way that in the manner that they did when they arrived on the scene.
This is when you should object, Jacob. Jesus.
Can you ask that question again and clarify and ask it, in the correct manner? I got lost in your words. Sorry.
The police acted in a hostile way when they arrived on scene. Do you understand why?
Your Honor,
from their point
objection.
of view.
This is beyond the scope. My apologies. I was doing rapid research within my mind. Yes, this is beyond the scope, Your Honor, because my client has no no
Actually, I'm
professional.
gonna stop you right there. Ask and answer. That's your objection. If you say that, I'll sustain it, and then we can move on to the next thing. Asked and answered because your client already answered the question when he said his original answer.
Asked and answered and beyond the scope because my client's never been a police officer, so he would not have the understanding of why a police officer might so aggressively pursue him.
Boy, you just as stubborn as all get out. Sustained.
Wouldn't that be speculation, Your Honor?
It would. I was trying to keep her on the asked and answered, but she's stubborn. Okay.
All right.
That's your 4 questions, counsel.
Yep,
now
yep,
is
yep.
the cross. JB, you can ask your 3 questions.
All right, and you know, the people of this court and their feelings and safety matter. So, just as a formality, how are you feeling? I understand this has probably been quite traumatic.
You know, this process definitely been a very long, anxious process, especially with dealing with, you know what I'm saying, just having this on my mind, having to go to work every day, having to take care of, you know, my people, my dog, my loved ones. It definitely has been a stress on me. It definitely has affected me in a way. I actually plan to see a therapist about it soon, but you know, I had to be here first.
Understandable. Well, you are quite strong for enduring this, so I am going to ask you some questions. That is unfortunately going to have you reliving through this. I will be as considerate to your sensitivities as I can be. So, my first question, before I begin questioning, I am going to be sharing my vision in the live courtroom.
All right, we'll switch over.
And is everybody able to see that?
Okay, hold on, JB. Let's. Now, is there sound to this? If so, then
Yes, Your Honor, there is.
Okay, you might want to be able to give us a link that we can hear the sound on our end.
A moment. I have a copy of the file uploading in the live courtroom evidence feed.
Okay. All right, so let's try it. Let's see if we can hear it.
What was this footage during discovery?
This is the same video that was played during the evidentiary hearing, Your Honor.
All right.
So.
No, we'll watch. No, if not, then I'll object because I don't think I've seen this either.
Okay, so Your Honor.
There gotta be another one.
We out.
This is starting after my client had to defend themselves. Cops are here. He sees that it's PD. He's afraid, and he's put his gun up as to not pose a threat, but he's afraid and he is running for his life.
Oh my god.
He's terrified.
PD over here, bro. God, PD over here.
What's up, Hood?
Can everybody hear?
PD over here, nigga. I'm on my skateboard, nigga. I'm BD.
Your Honor, we understand that this is fleeing and eluding, but my client is terrified for his life.
Nigga. Oh my god, Lou, where you at? Lou, where you at? These niggas all about bumper and I bought his skateboard. It's good. It's good. I'm about to go to a garage.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
And I am going to skip
good,
ahead
it's
just
good.
30 seconds.
Don't do that.
Okay,
bro.
and we're all good. Everyone can
Don't
hear
get
it
me off my
on
skateboard,
in
bro.
the Zoom chat.
So he specifically says to please don't hit him. And they
Don't
hit
get
him
me off my
anyway.
skateboard. I guess
No.
you just hit me off my skateboard, bro. I guess you
Don't
just hit
move.
me off my
Don't move.
skateboard, bro.
Stay on
Nigga,
the
shut
ground.
up.
I would be terrified.
Not shut
Look
up.
at him
Nigga, I'm on
running
foot.
for his life.
You cool? You cool?
Nigga, I'm on foot, nigga.
Look, they almost hit him again.
Nigga, I'm on foot. Oh, they got me, bro.
Don't
They
move.
got you.
Hands behind your back.
I guess you just hit me off my skateboard, though.
Your Honor, not only is there no evidence that my client attempted to murder anyone, there's more evidence here to show that the GSP attempted to murder my client more than he attempted to murder anyone. At best, they can charge him with unlawful discharge. And I bring this in through relevancy here. So with that being displayed here, Mr. Jet, what happened before your drone started rolling?
This is your second question.
In regards to
In regards to you defending yourself that day.
Well, I guess we just start at the beginning. So, I was riding around, just riding around in my city, I like to say, my city because I love Atlanta. And during that time, we were driving through a neighborhood. If you want specifics on the location, you could say Grove Street. Attempting to go to the gas station, just to get, chocolate bar, things of that nature. Some, some Nutter Butters for my dog.
Yeah.
She loves peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, we were trying to drive through. Another car had drove past us. Discharging their firearms at us. And at that point, we were honestly left with no other choice. I was left with no other choice but to try to defend myself. At that point, that's when the whole scene happened of me trying to defend myself. And then PD arrived. At that point, I put my weapon up. And like I said before, GSP has not painted the correct picture they need to paint. As that comfort system for the city of Atlanta. And I do understand that, what I did might not have been the best option. But I was scared. I was fearful of my life, fearful of
Understandable. And
everything.
my third question. Had those people not aggressed on you, would you have even touched your firearm on this day?
Honestly,
that is speculation.
No.
My last question. Did you have any harm in your soul did you have any intent in your soul to harm GSP? Did you pose a threat to them?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. That's all the questions I have.
Okay, Counselor, you get one question on the redirect.
This is the trial. Oh, so what do you mean he's gonna? What are you gonna motion for?
Take my ammo from me before I kill everyone in here.
Also, if you want to present some evidence, DA, this would definitely be the time.
Yes, ma'am. Um, we so everything's in the discovery file. Give me 1 second. I have to pull up his discovery file again.
Okay.
I just can't believe they showed video footage of him shooting at the guy. Just because he isn't the one that physically hit him with the last bullet doesn't mean he's excluded of the murder.
It's attempted and accessory.
I can't believe it. I can't believe this. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
we
also,
don't have any
she's-
more evidence that we want to show other than what's been shown. I have no redirect question for the defendant, but I do have one
Oh,
more
wait a minute,
question.
DA. You do have to show your evidence during trial. This is the actual trial. So the jurors, and I also need to understand
I
the.
got you. I got you.
Right.
the casings, show both the body, can't show it all.
This is where you make your case.
Yes, ma'am. All right, I'm going to the portal.
The jury is a juror of 3 lawyers.
3 defense lawyers. It's so just like what?
It's just like
Actually, my 2 officers, I can hear you. No, though that is the jury advisory committee. We also have a jury that is comprised of Dream World participants who are watching. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people, many who have a criminal justice background, or who are law adjacents in the real world, who are participating in these proceedings. So I hope that answers your question.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't necessarily ask a question.
Just go and whisper next time y'all trying to talk shit. That's all.
I'm not trying to talk shit.
Okay.
Something out.
All right. Well, I pointed out that you were wrong.
Are you on Whisper Swabber?
Yeah, I am on Whisper, but
I can hear you.
I'll be on shout. I don't really give too
amazing.
I can hear you. I don't know why, but I can hear you.
You just got amazing ears, Your Honor.
You know what? My joint is turned all the way up. So yeah. Thanks.
That's your youth right there, Your Honor.
You know what? Stop trying to flatter me. You know I'm easily flattered. Zeus will come in here and kill all of us. All right, let's get back to it.
All right, so if you check out the portal, we have evidence that what Mr. Jet says he was just over there going to the store buying. This man has dirty money in his pocket. He wasn't just an innocent bystander in the neighborhood. I'm sorry. This is evidence of that. You got $3,903 of dirty money in your pocket, and more drugs to sell.
Okay.
So it wasn't just a little stroll through the neighborhood. We also have evidence of the shell casings and the guns registered back to Mr. Jet's fingerprints, and his fingerprints also on the scene. All of this was shown during the evidentiary hearing. We have video evidence from the officer, which is the body cam -1.
Can we show that to the? Can we show the dash cams to the jury? They have not seen it.
Yes, I will have to just share those links with you again.
Okay.
I'll post those in the chat.
Okay. Is there any?
So this is part 1.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So hold on. Is there any way to do it the way JB has done it, where it's native? The video shows natively inside of Discord. The reason why I ask is because
Yeah.
this, I have to change around everything for the jury to watch.
Yeah, I think I would have to.
All right, no worries, no
YouTube,
worries, no worries.
YouTube
I'll
University
change it. Yeah, I'll change it. All right, Jerry, give me 2 seconds. Let me change this over.
But for future reference, I can have it that way
Trying to
for
see which
future
one
trials.
it is. Jeez, which one is it? Body cam part 1, right? Okay. Okay. I think this is it. Here we go. I think this is.
Hey, I got a vehicle parked up right here. It's about to leave. It's that Mustang.
Alpha Mike
Driver's
out.
got a gun. I got Mill running an all white. They're still shooting. He's got a gun. I need units now. Come out to Grove. Front of Grove, now. I got a light-skinned male, yellow dreads, all white, running straight towards you. He's hopping the fences in the yard between me and you now. Skateboard.
He just upped his skateboard out of his fucking backpack. He's on the radio as well.
I'm going back to my car.
Just went through my car on the skateboard.
He has a firearm. Confirmed firearm.
Going for a pickup. He's going for a pickup. Alright, yeah, we got him. He's gonna be heading westbound. We have active shots. Do you just want us to break off this guy? And go
This
see
guy
these
was
shots
a
fired?
shooter. I mean, I'll go back.
Alright,
If you guys want to break off, you can go down. I'll handle them.
This is ridiculous. A fucking skateboard.
He pulled out of his ass as well, bro, which makes it even better. Fucking crazy. There's nobody in this cul-de-sac.
Don't hit me off my.
They all took off already. Do you guys still have that
Guess
guy
you
on
just hit me off my
skateboard?
skateboard, bro. Nigga, shut up.
He said, nigga, shut up. Okay. All right, Ike, the second video that you want us to watch. Let's see. Okay, I got it. Body cam part 2. Jury, we're going to take a look at body cam part 2. We're going to open the eyes so you guys can see it and switch back over. All right, here we go.
He's running. He's running on foot now.
Bro, my taser just keeps going through him. There we go. Cuff him up.
Don't move. Hands behind your back.
I guess you just hit me off my skateboard though.
Secured firearms.
Y'all niggas is corns. Y'all hit me off my skateboard, cuz.
Where'd you get the skateboard from?
Nigga, what? My book bag. Are
Yo,
you
stop
goofy,
moving
nigga?
around,
That
bro.
big ass skateboard in your book bag?
Yes, nigga, I have a skateboard in my what, bro?
100%, bro.
Are you dumb, nigga?
Yo, stop moving around.
Stop walking around.
Nigga, I could walk in cuffs, nigga. Am I like, what the fuck, nigga? You better escort me or something. Like talking about I'm being detained. I could walk in cuffs, nigga. Is you goofy?
You're being searched right now. Stop walking.
I don't give a fuck if I'm being searched, nigga. You should have remained goddamn positive patrol over me, you goofy ass nigga.
Yeah, we got a 350Z pulling up black and killer. I'm pretty sure that was his pickup.
Dumbass nigga.
Let him drive off.
Give me my weed, nigga. That's emotional support weed, nigga. You goofy.
We have
Oh,
3
you can't
articles
talk
of
no more.
coverage,
Shut the
about
fuck
3
up,
kilos of
nigga.
marijuana.
Shut up, nigga. You don't got shit, nigga.
bullets
I
in
already
mine.
beat your ass.
One motherfucker's holding.
Whew. Intense. Is there anything else you'd like us to view, DA?
Nothing else. I just want to make a motion to either dismiss the defense's evidence or subpoena the entirety of that video that was just shown to us, because that's not what was presented to us in discovery.
Okay. Um,
Your Honor, my rebuttal to that is the exact video that was played in our evidentiary hearing where no further arguments were given behind it. And not only that, it accurately mirrors the prosecution's own evidence.
she's
This is all
correct.
from his point of.
She is correct. Her evidence was presented and it was made available to you. Now,
Your Honor, this is a longer video, and we believe that parts of this video, it actually shows Mr. Jet firing a firearm. So, again, they had the entirety of every video we've shown in court, and we didn't see, we just seen a part that we didn't get shown before.
you would have had to ask for it before we started this trial. You gotta have a fine-tooth comb. Those evidentiary hearings are super important, and that's why we do them.
It was just presented to us in the trial.
They just showed a new one. It's a new video.
Yeah, it was just shown to us, so there's no way I could have asked for that before, not knowing it existed.
Just so myself and the jury are clear, remind me of the charges that are against Mr. Jett.
This one he's facing murder. I don't know all those other charges.
Do you have?
I'm pulling up his in.
You can't expect for, even if I did say I demanded her to provide what happened before that. It is not.
No,
you can't. You can't expect
evidence in trial. Then
but this is the trial. But you can't expect him to give you your job. Where's the dead body? Where's the fingerprints? Where's the gun with the shell casings? Those are the things that prove a murder. Where's the body? Can someone present me a body with
the body was at the beginning of part one. It was there.
Okay, let's go back to that. Show us the body and your proof that he killed that man. That's what we want to see. That's what we're here for today. Was there detective work done? Fingerprints, shell casings, showing that the shell came from the gun, from the bullet that was in the body. Not him running away and just running on, getting hit by a skateboard. That seems to be the majority of this. It seems to be about a skateboard, but we're trying to understand who was murdered.
I'm showing you here now.
Okay, thank you. Let me know where to look and when.
Just on the
on the screen. Okay, hold on. Let me switch back over for our friends in TikTokonia. So we're gonna switch back over. Friends, bear with us. Okay. All right, we have eyes on you, DA. Show us the evidence of the murder and walk us through it.
Excuse me, I get a little wonky when I'm trying to share my screen for some reason. These are all shell casings, tracking back to the serial number of the gun that was found on Apollo Jet, all here on the scene.
Go back to that, please, very quickly. I just want to make it big enough for the jury to see.
Your Honor, those shell casings can also be evidence for unlawful discharge. Shell casings do not give carte blanche to accuse my client of murder.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out.
If the defense will let me finish. Trying to get to it's hard to navigate GSP. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
I'll just have to use your DM Turner. That's easy.
That's fine.
All right, so here showcasing is found on the scene of the crime. Registered back to Mr. Apollo Jet. The gun was found on him that these serial numbers match.
So everything in the, so let me ask this. Everything in the green, these green dots, what are the green dots?
Those green dots are the casings.
Okay, hold on to Taconia. Let me get you guys together. Let me pull this into frame for you. Let's make this bigger for you guys as well. Okay, so all of these dots here, you're saying that they represent shell casings at the time of the crime, or AKA the murder. Is that your assertion?
Correct.
Okay.
What
are the different colors?
All right, so the red there is blood that was found on the scene. I'm not sure. I don't have the match for who that blood was. It's just recorded. But also you have.
Is that where the dead body was?
This is the scene of the crime there on the dead body. I'm gonna go through.
Did they run DNA on the blood that's in this picture next to his shell casings?
I would have to get with the police on that.
Lord Jesus.
Your Honor, if I may.
Only if he calls you to the stand to testify. You cannot speak.
I will. I got you. This here's just showing the firearm itself that was found on Mr. Jet.
Okay.
Loading. Of course, everything that was found in his pocket. That's not for this one.
Okay. Well, let me ask this question.
That is the image.
Do we know who was murdered, and have you established a connection and a motive between those two parties that can be presented to us? So that
per the police report, it was we were told not to use the word, so I'll say family war, or retaliation scene, if for lack of better terms used.
I can't object.
Y'all are killing me right now.
You ruled early that we weren't supposed to refer to them as certain.
But you're asserting that somebody killed somebody else. What you have failed to present to this court and to this jury is a dead body, a relationship between the dead body and the person, because unless you're saying that this guy is just randomly running outside and killing people, there has to be a reason why one person would have killed the other person. Anger, motive, what was it, pussy, a girl? What is the narrative? Who is this young man? Why is he dead? And then tie it into it. Was his bullets found inside of that young man's body? Whose blood is it? These are common questions that we need to know in order to, you got to make a case.
You're right. I'm not sure of the identity of the dead body, and you're absolutely right. But I just have the evidence that was given to me. But the body cam does show
Gotcha.
And these screenshot here does show that Apollo Jet was standing over this dead body and then ran from the police. So
Show
it
me,
doesn't
show
just
me
show him
where
running.
he's standing over the dead body.
If you go back to body cam part 1.
Okay. Body cam part 1. Give me the exact second moment that I can direct the jury to so that they can see what you see and try to help tie your narrative in a nice neat bow.
Doing that now, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna play this for you guys and for myself.
Show me arriving on scene. I got a vehicle.
Okay.
Parked up right here.
Hold on, let me make this super big.
It's about to leave some.
Okay.
If you were to look at literally between second 5, 6, and 7, you'll see Apollo Jet is maybe not mounted over the dead body, but when I say standing over, you can see him there and running away from the dead body as the police are running up. So watch between 5, 6, and 7. That's what you see. So that's who they end up pushing, and later on in the video. And so it's not just him pulling up and chasing the man on a skateboard. That's where I'm getting confused on why you kept saying that. That's why I kind of
Parked up right here. It's about to leave some Mustang.
Off of my
Driver's got to go.
Okay. All right, thank you. Is this the... Do you have any witnesses to call to the stand?
No, I just wanted to call the arresting officer to the stand one time.
Your Honor, the defense objects. Witness testimony, of course, is pursuant to our current motion in consideration, motion in limine, since we do still maintain that all of the body camera footage and everything that happened subsequently from the moment my client was brutally and maliciously and retaliatorily ran over by a car in an effort to apprehend him, we motion that it is fruit of the poisonous tree and a documentation of a hate crime. Therefore, a documentation of an illegal act. Therefore, included associated with the evidence is admissible. Inadmissible.
Your Honor,
Motion. Hold on. Motion denied. There's no evidence of a hate crime here.
Right. Also, we can prove that that hate crime wasn't that because this arresting officer, either one of those officers that was involved in that civil trial, he has no idea that they were even sued.
All right. You can call your witness, and let's please expedite. Some of the jury has to go. Or we can do a continuance until tomorrow. It's up to you.
I'm sorry. I need you to the stand room.
Okay, officer, is it possible? Would you be able to return tomorrow for court if we were to ask for this to be continued tomorrow, officer? Are you available?
Sorry, could you repeat that, Your Honor?
Would you be available tomorrow to continue this case?
Oh wait, Your Honor, tomorrow's not.
All right, well then I would suggest we get through this as quickly as possible. Okay, officer, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, or, I was about to say alt space, so help you GTA gods?
I do.
All right.
All right, let's speak quickly. I want to go ahead and address the motion that we have in holding judgment. Do you even know this client?
No. This is my first ever interaction with Mr. Apollo Jet.
Meaning it couldn't have been retaliation. So, officer, I'm gonna use both my final two questions on this right here. You give us a full account on what happened when you pulled up on the scene.
We were initially reported of a shot spot and notified of a gun battle taking place on Crusade Road. I responded being the closest unit, and as you can see in my body cam footage, I arrived on scene coming from the closest available avenue. As I'm pulling down the road, I observe Mr. Jet standing over what appears to be a dead body as I pull up, with a firearm in his hand. Mr. Jet begins to flee, putting the gun away and running away from the dead body, which, may I add, is still clinging to life at the time of my arrival, attempting to crawl away from Mr. Apollo Jet.
Your
Mr. Apollo Jet.
Objection. States facts not in evidence. They didn't even bother to check on that king on the ground. They didn't even care. They were so laser focused.
Overruled. Continue, officer.
I began chasing the male on foot, hopping through multiple backyards that, may I add, he did not own, posing the families in those homes in danger. He then hops another wall, taking out a skateboard, presumably from his backpack, and riding away on it. I then return to my vehicle, once again seeing the dead body, which is now crawled as far as it could away from where he was initially gunned down by Mr. Jet, and where Mr. Jet was standing over, intimidating him. Now,
Your Honor, objection, motion to strike.
Basis?
There's still no proof my client had anything to do with that man's injuries.
And that's what we're proving here.
If I may continue.
Overruled. You can continue. But let's hear him out. Defense.
Your Honor, I then re-entered my vehicle, joining the pursuit that of officers had already began with Mr. Jet on his skateboard. At this time, Mr. Jet to us was a possible murderer and a known and armed man, and clearly dangerous, having discharged his firearm. Therefore, in order to bring this to a halt immediately before it could spiral out of control and before he could get to a more private area in, say, someone else's backyard and try and get inside the home, we used our vehicles to try and block his path, which then led into him riding it into the side of my Charger, my patrol cruiser, instead of just turning out the way, knocking him off. I then exited my vehicle, and I didn't want to approach him. I gave him the courtesy of laying there in case he was injured. However, as you can see, he immediately got up running, saying some inflammatory words to me, before he was eventually tased multiple times, resisting a few tases, before he was brought to the ground, and I handcuffed him. I would like to add, upon handcuffing him, I retrieved the two firearms off his person and a bladed weapon. One of these firearms we later identified being used in the shooting, with a casing recovered in the male's body. 12 other casings recovered down the road from where he initially fired from. And him testing positive for GSR. He was searched, like I say, he was found with more than narcotics as well, at which point he was resistant to the search, and we had to use force and pin him against the wall just so we could search him properly, with him once again saying more inflammatory words. And after he was secured, we brought him back to scene. I conducted my investigation, locating all those previously mentioned casings, the bullet in the mail, the fingerprints around the area as well.
All right.
If I could also add, Your Honor, I left one thing out. During my investigation, I did locate and notice two apparent differences in a possible motive for the murder. As I mentioned in my report, Mr. Apollo Jet is part of a rival gang to the gang located on that street that he claimed he so drives.
Okay, that's sustained. Officer, unless you have definitive proof that this young man is a gang member, that will be stricken from the record. Everyone is to last comment is stricken. Please disregard.
We're not supposed to refer to him as a gang.
Your Honor, if I could change my words then, so I could give you a proper motive.
Yes, sir.
As Mr. Apollo said, he drove down this neighborhood with two of his affiliates. Two of his affiliates, associates, however you want to deem them. They drove down this road and they do not live there.
Categorization of facts. My client never said that. We can review the review.
Your Honor, he clearly said they were taking a drive through their city and
Did he
drove
say
down that road.
this? Did he say this to you directly?
No, he said this just 10 minutes ago on this stand right here.
He never referred to them as affiliates.
He said, however you want to refer to them, whoever they are, friends, affiliates, whatever they are, is what he said.
Sustained. Continue with your comments.
Well, he drove down this block right here, this road, and evidently some antagonization took place, which led to a shootout. However, I would like to add, the client does not live there. The client has no, lawful reason of being there, is in no place of business there. So the Castle Doctrine previously mentioned has no due regard for this matter.
He's right. What was it said?
All right. DA, are you completed your questions? I think he's been very thorough.
Yes, I will use the rest of my questions for that statement.
Okay. JB, you get 3 questions. In the efforts of time, I need to knock you down to 2 questions.
These will be quick questions, Your Honor.
We have 10 minutes.
Understood, Your Honor.
Less.
Trooper Turner, as stated previously in your testimony, you tased my client multiple times.
Negative. I never once tased your client.
You stated that my client was
that
tased
a-
multiple
that a
times.
question? You don't respond unless it's a question. Is that a question, or are they calling?
What does that have to do with the death? I have to call this into relevance, JB.
Your Honor, the relevance is that these officers deprioritized a shots fired to pursue my client, who was not an active threat to them, and sent over 50,000 volts of electricity through his body in an attempt to apprehend him after having run him over with the car. Keep in mind, it usually takes about 11,000 to kill a man. So if that doesn't constitute a hate crime, I don't know what does.
Maybe the fact that he was running away from the vicinity of a dead body.
Your Honor, 11,000 volts can kill a person, and they shot him with 50,000.
There was at least 50 shells on the floor. I'm trying not to be biased, but I need you to focus on the murder. I need you to ask him questions in regards to the murder.
Trooper Turner, did you, with your own eyes, witness my client shoot that man?
No.
That is all the questions I have, Your Honor.
All right. Redirect. You get 1 question. D.A. Monroe.
Your Honor, we have no more questions for the officer.
Let's move into closing arguments. 30 seconds on each side, starting with D.A. Monroe. I'm sorry, yes, officer, you are excused.
As I said before, Apollo Jet killed a man. We watched him run away from the body, watched him run away from the police, and we watched him accuse the police of trying to kill him in an attempt to redirect your attention away from the fact that he just killed a man. We found shell casings that we showed you guys. The officer's statement supports these charges brought against the defendant, and the defendant's stories just kind of look like somebody tying their shoes, just kind of crossed over each other. So that's where we'll leave it. Jury, I know y'all got some sense, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
– 30 seconds, closing arguments from the defense.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury and TikToktonia, there is a whole lot of talk about murder. Keep in mind, you have to have a body for murder. Yes, there was a person laying there on the ground, and we have not seen who or what could have put that man there. The cops didn't care to so much as even check for a pulse, but they chased my client with a vigorousness of a cheetah chasing a gazelle across the African plains. They
Lord.
hunted him down and they did whatever it took to apprehend him, running him over with a car and shooting him in his body with over 50,000 volts of electricity. It seems like they wanted him more dead than apprehended, but what we have failed to see is proof. As his own testimony, Trooper Turner even admits that he nor anyone in the GSP seen with their own eyes who shot that man, but for some reason they just know. My client did it. This is not law. Break out the broomsticks, because if this ain't a witch hunt, I don't know what is. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, consider the facts. We don't know who put that man on the ground. We don't know if he tripped or if he fainted from high blood pressure. But what we do know is the GSP didn't check.
Oh.
And what we know is that there's no proof my client did anything to that man. And I can't even point Son the Biscuit, but I rest my case.
Except that he already said that
All
it
right,
was self-defense.
so oh Jesus!
He said it was self-defense.
All right, all right, Monroe. All right, Monroe. Jury advisory, if you could please meet me in the jury advisory room, TikTokonia. Your charge is to help us with the most important part of the case, which is helping us to vote on the murder charge. TikTokonia, please begin your deliberation while I take into consideration the counsel's wise advice. Going on, everybody go on whisper, please. Okay. All right, guys, come over here.
We got jury members falling asleep and shit. Good God.
Now listen, you don't want to hear that when it's your turn to be on trial now. Sometimes
Hey, we gonna speed this shit up.
Okay. Now, murder. What do you think? Did he do it?
I can't say without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, I can't really put my hand on it. Honestly, I didn't even notice the body until I really had to slow down that video.
Yeah.
I did see a body in there, in the defense's evidence. After he was shooting at him, he walked up, stood over the body, and actually said something over the body, and then took off running.
That I part saw too. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I was gonna be like, you ain't got no body, there's no story, there's no murder. But if it was just based on what the DA presented and the evidence that they all presented, this kid would walk free. But he said himself it was self-defense.
When did he say that?
He said that in the beginning.
Oh, when he was on the stand, I must have missed that. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I was gonna point out in the video of, I guess, one of the officers where he was running away and he was screaming shots fired when you heard the shots go off. That definitely wasn't Apollo Jet.
No,
those
it
shots
wasn't.
sound like matter of fact, you can even hear that,
It's
coming from the left side. Yeah.
But the casings at the spot where the body was found was Apollo Jet's casings.
But was the blood also from the victim?
They said that's where the body, the old boy's body was, but they didn't know his name. They know
the body. It was two different spots.
Where I will say that the cops failed was they didn't check on the victim. Like
They never
they
do.
could have
They don't touch it.
but see, but that's the thing. They could have at least, it's all these officers trying to chase one person.
One
One of
person.
those damn officers could have went to the victim and at least got, some
Mm,
type of clip or footage.
that's not their
You know.
job. They have to leave the bodies for EMS. He was clearly dead. So
Oh no,
they
no,
were
no.
gonna they were gonna go after the person that they saw running from the scene of the crime. Now let me tell you something. If my dead body is lifeless on the motherfucking floor and some bitch is over me, y'all better run that bitch down. They did what they were supposed to do. They're not supposed to touch the bodies because they have to perform the investigation. They have to wait for the units. Their job is to catch and apprehend everybody in the area, search everybody. So they did their job. What's happening is that we don't have a distinct and clear narrative. We do have an admission of guilt by way of he said it was self-defense.
Okay, yeah. If he said that, that's
I need more time to deliberate on this.
hold on. I'm sorry, y'all.
R3D, how many votes did you get and what was the outcome from TikTokonia? What do you guys say?
I guess so. We're just arguing the murder.
Yeah, right. I'm clear on all the other charges as far as, he's going to go down for the gun and all that other stuff. But the big thing is the murder, which gives him the 9s. Okay, we got five not guilties. Thank you, TikTokonia, for participating. I'm going to take your advice here.
You know what? I'm gonna have to side with them. It's too much circumstantial.
Yeah.
If it weren't for him saying it was self-defense.
He did say that though.
It was self-defense. Had he not said that, had he just followed what I said, plead the fifth. He said it was self-defense.
And you tried to get him to plead the fifth too. You tried, and he just didn't understand it. I even yelled out. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
TikTokonia, I can't deny that. He said it was self-defense.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm changing my vote because you sit down, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I was right. He had not said that.
It's unanimous. I'm ready to go home.
All right. I might not give him the 9s though. All right, very quickly before the Sioux catches us, we have 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes. I have my verdict with the help of our esteemed jury, both from the dream world. I will tell you what made this decision. JB, you almost won this case. And when I say almost, I mean almost. Had your client not said it was self-defense, you would have won. Sir, the jury finds you guilty on all counts, including murder. We will take recommendation from the state as to how many months that you are to serve. God.
1 minute and 10 seconds.
1 minute and 10 seconds. What is his maximum? I know it's the 9s, but what's the maximum on it? Now you can appeal this. Remember, this can be appealed. Officers, you can go ahead and send him to the prison and we'll get his final sentence to you. Just go ahead and send him for the 9s before the clock runs out. Next time, sir, when the judge tells you, please plead the fifth, please.
You're behind him. I mean, the only thing that's separating y'all is the gate.
Okay. Officer, you have just a couple of seconds to get him.
He's not going to get him in time.
Bro,
He
just
said
make
he
sure
can't
you
see.
wake up back here after storm for a few minutes just to let them do their job.